sure what he wanted and that they had a lot to work out if it was going to work and that he still loved me and he always would.
Well, Miss Lambert, why did you continue the relationship with him?
It's not the first time she's done this. I'm sorry.
Takes two to tango.
Yes, ma'am.
His feet work in both directions. If he's back with you and sweet-talking her, that's not a good
Think about
thing.
it, Your Honor. You say I'm strong physically. I'm assuming that's what you're asking. You know, what about mentally when you have a woman like this calling you all the time and not leaving you alone?
So what do you answer?
Hey,
You don't really want an answer to that question, sir. You don't want an answer to that question, Mr. Kedward.
When I asked Miss Lambert to leave my husband alone, my words to her were, "For God's sakes, Marcia, I live next door to your mother. Please just stop."
She used very bad judgment.
She told me that she would be living next door to her mother.
Miss Kedward,
That's a lie.
she used very bad judgment, especially after he came home in November.
He never really left home.
Don't tell me he never really left home. Stop moving around. You're making me seasick. Still,
Yes, ma'am.
he exercised very bad judgment. What he's trying to tell me is he may be strong physically, but mentally he's mush. That's just an excuse. What he's trying to say is, how can I withstand the wiles of Jezebel? That's ridiculous. If
that
you bought it,
was not what I was saying.
quiet. There are all kinds of temptations in this world, madam. And you hope that when you marry somebody, that they're going to be able to withstand the temptations. And if they can't, it's their fault. It's not somebody else's fault. In any event, she's suing you for $4,000.
Yes, ma'am.
That, she said, represents her medical bills. You are clearly responsible for that. I want to hear about your counsel claim. You have 1 minute.
I went to the hospital that night and was in the hospital for 2 days following. I was extremely stressed out over the whole situation. I asked her repeatedly to leave my husband alone. She told me she would do what she wanted to do when she wanted to do it. And I lost it. And I have to admit that
I'm talking about
I
your
went
counsel
to the
claim.
hospital and I was there for 2 days because of the immense stress that this, I don't even want to call her a woman, has put me through, that she continues to put me through.
What about him? Why don't you sue him?
I married him for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in front of God, in front of all of our friends.
Right.
And it's my choice to forgive him, and we have been through counseling.
Perfect. Listen to me. He's the one that owes you the responsibility of
And
doing
he's
the right
paid
thing.
me.
Doesn't she owe us to leave us alone?
I have.
Shh.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Outside. Put him out. Okay.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah, sure.
I was under so much stress from the immoral actions of this person that I suffered a miscarriage. My child has had to be in counseling. I have had a lot of issues because of her, and to this
Because
day.
of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of them.
She instigated it.
Because you don't get it. You have to put it in your head. He owes you the responsibility of doing the right thing. She doesn't. He has a contract with you. Moral contract and a legal contract. He violated the contract. And I would have very little sense of an obligation to mitigate your damages if Miss Lambert did not continue the relationship after November, when she knew that the two of you were trying to work things out. Miss Lambert fully understood that. From November until, she says, August of 2006, she continued a relationship with him. That's going to hurt you, Miss Lambert, because then you knew that what you were doing was interfering with a relationship. There is a cause of action. It's a cause of action in common law called alienation of affection. That means you are contributing to alienating the affection of her husband, and you know what that's going to cost you? $4,000. So I rule in your favor on your lawsuit in the amount of $4,000. And I rule in your favor on the counterclaim in the amount of $4,000. Neither one of you are getting anything. That's it. Goodbye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All you got is step out.
My husband was at fault for what he did.
I was too gullible to understand and see it then.
I can't help the fact that she went totally psycho.
She continued to try to alienate our marriage.
No, he continued to see me. On August 1st of 2006,
You're a
he came
bitch.
to my mother's house at lunchtime, and we had a luncheon.
And now,
Not
the next
him.
case.
All parties in the matter of Mooney versus
Where you from, lady?
Step forward, please.
Ian Mooney is suing his ex-girlfriend, Erin Enslin, for money owed on the lease for a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Erin says the lease is Ian's responsibility.
Mr. Mooney, this is your former girlfriend. You leased a car together. You got another car. Miss Insulin said that she would take over the lease payments on the car. She did. You broke up. She took the car with her. She drove the car for a considerable period of time. The lease was about to be up. The payoff was too much. She said, you can have the car back. I don't want it. You were forced to pay the payout on the lease, which, according to your complaint, was about $5,000. Miss Insulin says it was your car. It's your problem. That's your defense.
Yes.
When was the car leased?
October 6th of 2001, and it was leased by myself and Erin
And how long did you drive the car together?
until, I believe, February of...
Pakikali ay.
Erin found employment, and basically we agreed that I would get another car in my name, and Erin would take over the Eclipse and make the payments.
And you did that.
Yes.
For how long?
The lease was up 2006 October. I called him a few times a couple months before saying that I couldn't afford the car. It was really breaking me. So obviously there was no way I was going to be able to pay it off. And he just refused to take it off of
Well,
me.
but you had an agreement with him, Miss Enslin.
Yeah, as long as I'm driving the car, I'll pay for it. There were times where I called him and said, I don't want it. I don't want to drive it. It was never discussed of bringing back the lease and me paying it off.
Well, what did you
I'm not
expect to
even
happen?
on the lease.
Miss Enslin.
I'm a co-signer for the loan.
Correct.
I'm not on the title of the car. It's
But
not
you
my
are
car.
co-signer on the loan, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, you had this car in total. How long, sir?
The full lease, 5 years between the two of us. Erin had said that she had no intention of keeping the car, yet she had...
I believe she had intention of keeping the car as long as it was just like a
basically,
lease. I'm speaking, Mr. Mooney. I believe that she had the intention of keeping the car and paying for it until it was no longer advantageous for her. You have a car now, Miss Enslin?
Do I have a car?
That's my question. Do you have a car now?
Yes, I have a car now.
What kind of car do you
I
have?
have a Dodge Spirit.
What year?
94.
Where did you get it from?
My parents.
Your parents gave it to you as a gift.
Yes.
When did they give it to you as a gift?
October of this year. Last year.
So at about the same time that you said, I can't afford these payments anymore.
At the same time, the lease was up.
Pakikali ay mali.
At the same time the lease was up on a car on which you were a co-signatory.
Yes.
Perfect.
Mo me ay
Can
kalo
I please
makwa.
see the payout?
This didn't become an issue until it was damaged to the car, and basically she'd gone over on the mileage.
How was the car damaged? Miss Enslin, you don't know. How was the car
There's a
damaged?
scrape on the side of the car.
How did it happen?
I hit something with it.
Why didn't you fix it?
Because it happened right before the lease was up. And his girlfriend at the time was actually looking into buying it. And her dad owned a garage. So there was a point where we thought that they were going to fix it and buy it and just take it off of whatever she paid for it.
Who do you live with?
My boyfriend.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm an assistant.
Assistant what?
Assistant to a businessman.
What kind of business?
He's owns a small production company.
You mean theatrical?
No music.
And what does your boyfriend do, Miss Enslin?
Finish
He's a
to.
writer.
And what do your parents do?
My mom works in a factory. She's an accountant. And my dad fixes the roads and works for the township.
How old are you, Miss Enslin?
25.
You have to grow up and stop being a baby. If you have a responsibility, you're supposed to take care of the responsibility. You're not supposed to stick somebody else with your responsibilities. You were going to assume the responsibility on the car until you decided it was too expensive a proposition for you to
Ole,
take it
analisi
over
niyo
after the
lasso.
lease. So what? You relied on your parents to treat you like a baby and buy you a car. So
Saan
you
pala
could
ka
get to and from
everyone?
work
Wa
and
may
not have to
otol
take
niya
care of this
sa. Di
responsibility.
sila na. Ritsimwa timlay chichi.
Beauty fades, dumb is forever. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Pwede ay laban nilay.
Yeah, this is case number 306 on the calendar.
Mali.
Matter of Desi versus
Kas
Street.
pakikama din.
Sworn in judge, you may be seated, sir.
Kasi ang
Miss
matas
Desi, you
kamakto
know
man.
this young man from high school. Is that right?
Yeah.
At pasilaw lahat.
How old are you now?
I'm 19.
Ano may ay wala sa.
I work for my parents as a secretary, but I'm a full-time
Basta
student
yung suilaw ko
Where are you a
ay.
student?
at Cal State University Bakersfield.
What about you, Mr.
Mawai
Stewart?
wang
I
day
actually work at a
malawang
college.
alok
I
pa.
do manual labor and I go to school at BC.
Yaso
What is BC?
malakaw
College.
wala.
Who do you live with, Mr. Stewart?
My mother.
Mawala may ay, mawala may ino,
Miss
mawala
Desi's
na
complaint
balakam.
says that she loaned you $270 that you said you needed in order to pay
Mawali
for
wala.
a car payment.
Mawala nga
Car payment
luwema,
for a car
mawala
payment.
fiya-fiya.
You know
What
each other
else?
from high school, so I assume you know each other for several years.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And you're just friends?
Yes.
How did it come about, Mr. Stroop, that Miss Desi knew about your need for $270?
I came to a tough spot in my life.
Just a second.
Ni fa
Just
masimo
tell me how she
ko wale
found
ko
out
ngani
you
sa mo.
needed $270.
I texted her and asked her if she would like to do me a favor.
Fa ifa
What
masimo
date did
ko.
you text her?
I don't remember the exact
Sangat.
It was between June 20th and June 22nd.
I'd like you to remember as closely as you can the words that you used when you text messaged Miss Desi.
I said, do you want to help me out? And she said, what? And I said, you want to give me $200? And I was joking around by saying so. And she said,
No,
okay, think about it.
just 1 second. You said to her in the text, do you want to give me $270? I'm just joking around.
Walang you.
Or is that called editorializing?
I put JK at the end of it, which would be an abbreviation for just joking.
JK
Mu
is just
iu.
joking.
Yes. Just
Better
kidding.
stay in.
Mu
make us
iu
feel-
you.
Always.
What? Well, right, that's why I told him he's got to stay in school. Just stay in school. Okay, so what happened next?
She told me that she would give me the money, and
Now, did she tell that to you text messaging, or did she speak to you on the phone?
she texted me.
That I'll give you the money.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
She told me to meet her
Oh,
at her
yeah,
parents' office, which I did. She handed me the money and said, there you go. I said, thank you, and I will try to make it up to you. And she said, okay, whatever.
What did that mean to you, Mr. Stroop? I'll try to make it up to you.
Meaning, if I can do anything to pay back in any way, I would, because I hate borrowing money. There is no agreement or payment
No.
plan.
Don't tell me. I make the judgments as to what the bottom line is. So you took the money and you said to her, I will try to make this up to you.
Yes.
How much money did she give you?
She got $270.
Yeah.
Now, what did you
Ang
need the money
tsale
for?
na.
Insurance on my vehicle.
Did you tell her that that's what you needed the money for? I thought you needed it for your mother's car.
No, it was from my card.
Kay ako ay
Now, Miss
lumulego.
Desi, tell me about your
Kaya
conversation
asaw niya to.
between the 20th
Kay
and the
mga
22nd.
kay mga atu kempo
Texting
chang.
or in person?
Kay sinamamaw.
Saying he needed to borrow money for
Yeah, molefono.
he said in it a car payment, and then I think I ended up calling him.
And what was the conversation, if you remember?
What I do remember is pretty much like, what do you need the money for?
Ay ala ka tsale atu mo o to tsanga tauma.
And what did he say about paying you
Enjoy
back?
the rest of Sunday. Enjoy life.
That he was going to be getting his
Be
first check
kind one another.
a week and a half later, and then he'd pay me out of that check.
So then he came to your office and picked up the money?
Yes.
Smile.
Did you give it to him?
Smile. Siya
Yes, I
piyo.
gave him
Kay ni
$270
Uma.
cash. But before even handing it to him,
So far,
I
so
made
good.
sure